It's somebody's birthday. I can feel the groove, yeah. I feel the DJ.
What up? What up? Ah, no sleep, no sleep.
Feel trust around me. I can feel people. And I can feel the love. And it's all in the air tonight. And it's all in the air tonight. It's all in the air tonight. It's all in the air tonight. I can feel the high, and I can feel the shots. Oh, I feel all the ladies in here looking so hot.
Good
I
morning.
feel them on top.
The breakdown.
Good day.
Let's go, y'all.
It feels like everybody.
Good morning. Hey.
Feel great.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's all in the air.
Anime. Good morning.
It's all in the air.
Bernadette. Hey. Good morning. That K. Good morning. Top of the morning, you know. New day, better day, yes sir. You all know progression. Let's talk about why so much drama in the United States. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta take you to the beginning to get you where I'm at. All in the air now. All right, check this out. We're going to start here. I am not a lawyer. So I do not charge people to do any type of work that needs to be done. I do charge for my time if I have to do paperwork for you. All right. So with that being said, let's go here. A lot of people want to know what is the drama as far as your birth certificate, your social security card, and all that, and this and this and this and this. Okay. Well, the problem is this. A lot of folks don't know which jurisdiction they live in. I'm going to say it again. A lot of folks don't know which jurisdiction they live in. And I'm looking at all these, templates that I have. But I gotta put it all in perspective for you. A lot of people say they live in the United States. A lot of people say they live in the United States of America. All right. Well, let's go here. Hey, good morning. I see everybody here. Let's go here. What's going on is the left wing, and again, I'm going to say this because a lot of people be like, yo, what is this? What is this? The left wing, which is ran by the Democrats, a lot of the folks on the left wing want you to live in public, but they want you to live in private and operate in public. All right, cool. That's what's going on. A lot of people want you to live in public, but then they want you to live in public and private, and they want you to operate in public and private. If that makes sense to anybody. Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you. Some folks want you to live as people. So far, what you know, you're living as a human being. But technically, they have you operating as a company, as a corporation. I'm going to explain it to you and I'm going to show it to you. So you might need a pen and piece of paper. Good morning, everybody. And you might need a pen and piece of paper because What I'm going to show you is serious, is down to the point, and I'm going to show you two things that's going to scare you because this is stuff that you really don't know. So when I ask people, what part of the United States do you live in? This is it. Hello?
This is the alert system with Visa MasterCard account services with important changes to your account before the next billing cycle.
Sorry about that, y'all. I don't even have a Visa credit card. Not from them. So, good morning, everybody. I see DJ Tyson in the building. Good morning. Good morning. We spreading love. So, I asked a question, and before I go and like jump in with the folks when I talk about this, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a message. Major military ops underway south of the border. Okay, I need to take a look at that. All right. When I ask what jurisdiction do you live in, folks be like, yo, but I live in the United States. Okay, do you live in the United States of America, the Republic, or do you live in the United States? And the reason why I ask that is because I need to control the narrative and how I talk to folks. So when folks say they live in the United States, I say, okay. And then when they adamant about it, I ask them, do you know that the United States is split in two? And do you know it's two laws? Folks be like, huh? What are you talking about? Okay, there's the constitutional law of the United States. And that's for all of us which were born here, but we're not citizens. We are American nationals, meaning we are born on American soil, and this is the only soil that we were born on. And we came from a woman which is naturally birthed from the dirt. Folks say, well, Dana, I don't know what you're talking about, this and this and this and this. So I show them this document, which I will send out. That's all you got to do is send me your email address and tell me that you're interested in reading it. I will send it. I believe in empowering the people. Not my people, because I don't have no people. But I believe in empowering people, just showing y'all what it's like. And you see that line within the constitutional republic and is known as the federal United States. See? There's a difference. Because you see how United States is spelled? All caps mean corporation. But look at this. Under the Constitution, based on common law, the Republic of the Continental. Now look how United States is spelled right there. That's legal. That's legal standing. It's a lot with that. If you want the information, that's all you gotta do is send me your email. I give the information out. I don't charge for it. So the first step will be. So the first step that I did, I denounced my corporation affiliation. Let me show you. Hold on. Jesus, 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 Jesus. First thing I did was I denounced my corporate affiliation. And with that, I had to do one of these. You know? And people be like, yo, is it serious? Is it serious? Now, y'all see the way that United States was spelled, right? Well, I'm going to show y'all something that's going to shock you. In order to go natural man, meaning flesh and blood and not paper fiction, you got to do two things. People have birth certificates. You got to turn that in. I'm going to show y'all. I don't have a birth certificate. Y'all see what this say? Certificate of live birth. This is what they don't want you to get. Because if you get this, you control the narrative. Once you get the certificate of live birth, that's first step of them not collecting on you on Wall Street. So I took the step further. And I know some folks looking at why I got it like this is because I'm gonna show you everything afterwards. So I'm gonna cover my number up because I don't want nobody taking my number and profiting off of it. So I had to go to the state treasury to denounce my corporate fiction. And y'all see John C. Wobensmith, Secretary of State of Maryland, under and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by Section 7-106 of the state government, article of the noted Code of Maryland, do hereby certify that Geneva C. Sparks, who has made and signed the attached certificate, was on the date thereof the duly appointed and qualified state registrar of vital records. That's major. A lot of people don't get this. A lot of people don't understand what that is. But then I took it a step further. To show my true understanding, I sent everything into the White House. And the address to the White House but you got to send your documents into, it's not Pennsylvania Avenue. It's in Virginia. So, and what happens is when you send the documents there, it goes through your worldwide treasury, which also goes over to Britain and England, and they scratch you off their list as being dead at sea in their term called civic divorce, meaning dead at sea. That's what you are if you operate under the birth certificate and the Social Security card, which is all under the Social Security Act. It's also another thing that's under the Social Security Act called child support, but I'll get into that later. So this is what it looks like, and I got to cover this number, when you go to the White House. You see the difference? The United States of America. And you see how it's spelled? First letter capital, everything else lowercase. So, and I'm gonna show you. You have to keep it like this once it comes from the White House. You see that little hole up top? That's 3 papers stapled or put a hole in through one. And this is like cardboard. But what makes your certificate of live birth so special? Because it's not just paper, it's a bond. And you know what they do with bonds? They trade on them on the stock market. They trade on them. And when they trade on the bonds, they making millions of dollars off of you. But you ain't getting none of it. Why? Because that's how they keep the currency going. Because technically, there is no money in the United States. If you think I'm lying, go in your wallet and pull out a 20, pull out a $1, pull out a $5, and read what it say. That's all you got to do is read what it say. A lot of people is not reading what's on these promissory notes. that they call money. You feel me? And I'm stuffy. I'm sorry, yo. Oof. And the whole thing is when you don't know what you're doing, that's what I want to see right there. When you don't know what you're doing and you are taught to, I can't open it. Ugh. And when you're taught to do things one way, when you're conditioned to rock one way, that's all you're going to rock with, because from a pup, we were all taught that that's the right way. It's not until you start doing research, then you realize we were taught wrong. So, with that being said, I'm going to run through this real quick. And I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm trying to get to this. This right here. Affidavit of corporate denial. This pretty much states that you're not a corporate fiction, meaning an all caps name. That's all it means. That you're not an all caps name. And when you're not an all caps name, they expect you to know your real standings. And in knowing your standings, you got to know what to say, what not to say, what to answer to, what not to answer to. It's a lot that comes with this. And it's a lot of reading, it's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of understanding. The letters are all in capitalized letters. Yes, and I'm about to show it to you. I'm about to show y'all the video. Some people seen this video before, but hold on. You on the Dana J Show? How can I help you?
Hey, Dana, how you doing?
I'm fine.
My name is Zeb. I'm out of West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
I've been keeping up with the show for a long time.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. I was listening to Dr. Rogers say some things last night that you had been accepting money, but it wasn't you. It was her that had been accepting money.
It was who?
They don't tell you everything. One of her girlfriends had said it. I heard her talking and said that you was talking to her a while back, and that's what you need to spill the beans on her, Dr. Rogers, from accepting money. She's been accepting money. They're getting ready to make a movie. She said that you was angry, you went in the courthouse. They wanted to talk to you, and they said she said that you was pacing up and down, angry, throwing things down. And that don't seem like you. Whatever happens, maintain your cool. Our prayers goes out to you. Keep up the good work.
Hold up, brother, because you live right now, right?
Yes, sir. I know I'm live.
Okay, and you said that they said that
Dr. Rogers,
right,
and one of her friends, they had been talking behind your back.
Okay.
And I heard one of her girlfriends said that she told her to take what you can, accept what you can accept from a person.
Wow. Only thing we can do, brother, because I'm gonna keep it real with you, it's draining dealing with those lies. The only thing we can do is just pray for those people, man. Because at the end of the day, and I left that last night, and I made a vow that I wasn't even gonna enter into their realm. I'm gonna let karma deal with it. I'm gonna let the good Lord open it up. But trust me, if you thinking I'm gonna rock with that side, I will never deal with that side again.
Absolutely. I agree with that. But
And my
whatever
thing
you're
is,
doing and keep up the good work, Dana.
but I appreciate you for that information. And tell her girlfriend, whoever the girlfriend is, tell her I said, man, and she need to disassociate herself. And because when it come out about the money being stolen, whoever's involved going to jail, man. And trust me, if I hear that anybody implemented my name and I see the proof that my name is being implemented or implicated into anything like that, I'm pressing full charges. I'm not playing with folks no more.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, but that's why I said what I said last night. Last night was the official reset. No drama this way. And you see what I'm on now, but I'm trying to help folks understand why certain people get to live certain way in life. And people talk about Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Donald Trump is living this way in life. I live this way in life now after 2 years. And it's been a headache, but it's have its very up, but it got its real perks too.
Absolutely. But anyhow, I've been rocking with you from day one, Dana. So I'm going to keep rocking with you. Keep up the good work. God bless you, and you have a great day.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Wow. Like I say, you never know what's going to happen on the Dana J show. Whew. You never know. Wow. I didn't expect that, but I guess people dirty laundry coming out. Only thing I can say is Dana J don't want nothing to do with it. Dana J don't know nothing. In my Levi voice, I don't know nothing. That's all I can say. I don't know nothing. That's sad, man. That's real sad. How people can try to gain off of people pain. I don't like that, man. But that's life, I guess. I guess that's what people do. I don't understand it. I don't. Just not me. Y'all know, you feel me? All right. Let's get to some things, but I got to get to this video for y'all. I get this video for y'all. Ooh, here we go. And this is going to be a 12-part process. It's so much information y'all have to learn about. And this is what the government don't want y'all to know about. And I know y'all might have seen me going off and saying stuff like, stop paying taxes. And people be like, huh? You'll go to jail, you stop paying taxes. I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to show you how people go to jail for paying taxes. But for the next 5 minutes and 13 seconds, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a video. And this is one of the brothers, meaning that I don't know him, but he's one of the brothers in the practice. And he's going to break down the difference in your corporate name, your fiction name, and your person name. All right? Hold on. Let it finish doing what it's doing. Come on. His name is Reginald Stroud.
Hi, this is Brother Teacher. For those of you that care about freedom, specifically your freedom and the freedom of your children, your grandchildren, just
Come on, stop buffering. Hold on.
Hi, this is Brother Teacher. For those of you that care about freedom, specifically your freedom and the freedom of your children, your grandchildren, just your family in general, and even the nation, I would advise you to listen to this tidbit of information that I'm giving you. And it is a tidbit. Maybe for some of you, It is just scratching the surface and it's something very, very new to you. Howbeit, it is the truth.
I'm not paying T. Stevens no attention.
Never take anything that I say to you.
That's my brother, though.
For face value as just simply being the truth. I want you always to research and go behind me and come to the realization that what I'm telling you is in fact the truth. Not just because brother teacher said it. And with that said, capitis diminutio maxima. It's a Latin word. Capitis diminutio maxima. It means loss of status. That's the definition. Now, what does that mean, brother teacher? I'm asking you this question today, right now. Who are you and what are you? This is the way that we were taught to write our name in school. Capital J, lowercase O-H-N. That is a proper noun or a proper person. This is what government enters. Hence the term that I initially started this video out with. Capitis diminutio maximum, loss of status. This is one status, being the human being, the natural person. And this is another status, being a corporation.
All right, T. Stevens.
Someone that is dead, not living. Only corporate status. When a person sends
Good morning.
mail, I said hypothetically, capital W, lowercase H-I-T-E. This is how we learned in school. Any company, any government agency, any corporation sends you mail, and all you have to do is just go to your mailbox and you'll find this to be true. Your utilities company, your phone company, the IRS, the court system, this is how your name reads. All capital letters. Why don't they send you a letter this way as opposed to this way? There is a reason. Now, how far down the rabbit hole do you want to go in understanding that our identity, our natural birthrights have been stolen from us, and we are now no longer considered human, not only in the United States or in America, but in the world. We are property. The U.S. government, so-called, is a slave management company, and we are its workers, and we have been for over 100 years, and we don't even know it. We, my friends, are actually in the matrix. Stay tuned for the next one. Now, make sure that you comment. Make sure that you give me your viewpoint. Make sure that you do your own research, and you come back with something of value. Not pointing a finger, not demeaning, not degrading, not talking about people. But if you really want to truly be free, it starts here. I will see you in the next video.
So you see the difference between how people of standard operate and talk versus people of the corporate fiction. We actually fighting for a cause.
A phone plan by Google. If this nature lover
And the cause that we fighting for, that's
Oh
crazy.
wait, no.
Hold on. And the cause that we fighting for is the fact that, come on, man. Damn, I hate my computer. I gotta get it wiped.
Today, when you bank, shop, or browse online, you're more exposed than ever to some.
The thing is that little stuff like that, like your name, crazy shit I don't want to know. All right, cool. Well, Constantine, and you can do the next best thing, brother. You don't gotta be here. That's all. Um, when I first learned it, I ain't want to know it neither. But I'm gonna show you another video that's gonna really destroy your heart of how the government really sees us and what they did to us. Here we go.
Ah, the government. It loves you and wants to keep you safe and well. It even wants to make paying taxes, fines, and court costs easier for you. How? Well, you'll need to meet your straw man. He was born the same day you were. He looks like you, has the same name, and lives in your house, but you never knew he existed. You will have even paid his parking tickets or taxes. The worst part? He's been dead from day one. From every birth certificate, a legal personality, or legal fiction, is created with the same name to confuse little old you into thinking it's you. So there's a human you and a paper you, or as it's commonly known, a straw man. So when it seems like government officials, court clerks, or the police are speaking English, they aren't. They're speaking legalese, designed to make you agree to verbal and written contracts without even knowing about it, all spun from Black's Law Dictionary. For example, when the police say, "Do you understand?" you'll say, "Yes." What they are really saying is, "Do you stand under our authority?" Oops-a-daisy, you just created a verbal contract with them. Oh, you clever government. Did you know that whenever you register something, you are handing over title to the person you register it with? That's right. Whenever you register something with the government, they assume it belongs to them. Registered your car? Super! Now you are the registered keeper of your vehicle, and the government can crush it when you don't pay your, straw man's taxes. Expecting a new bundle of joy? Well, then you need to register your little darling with a birth certificate. Then they can start the process all over again and create a new straw man for your little one. Isn't that great? So when Junior grows up, he'll be able to generate revenue just like you have. When you notify on your baby by signing the birth certificate, your child becomes a ward of state. And if the government doesn't like what you're doing, they'll assume it's okay to take the child away or make new rules for things they don't like. Not enough school? Smacking your child? Shouting too loudly? Then it's off to social services for the little one. When you get a bill, it's sent to you, but belongs to your straw man, not you. That's why bills, fines, and summons start with Mr., Mrs., or Ms. Sometimes you'll see your surname in capitals, just like on a gravestone. That's because your straw man is dead, and just a silly piece of paper, created before you could comprehend or even consent to it. When you go to court, you represent your straw man. So you, the human, take on any costs, fees, taxes, and fines involved for the straw man. The human you doesn't even need to pay them. But you made a contract with the court by appearing on behalf of your legal personality or straw man, just like the government knew you would. Confused? Well, don't worry. The government doesn't want you to know anyway. If you knew, you'd stop paying things like council tax and parking tickets. Because when you go to court, you are representing your straw man. You are you, alive and made of flesh and blood. Your straw man, or legal personality, is a piece of paper created from your birth certificate. And you think it's you. What a silly Billy. Would you like to know more? Well, then go over to tpuc.org.
Well,
Get up, get informed, and get real.
Well, y'all see it for yourself. They say, my people shall perish from the lack of knowledge, right? Well, I make sure that folks getting the same thing I'm getting. So they say, Dana, when I go to court, what do I do? First thing you do is challenge jurisdiction. Because if you don't give them jurisdiction over you, how can they bring you up on any type of charges? If you know you're standing, then what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm pulling up this thing now. It's taking this a little time. I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do firsthand. The first thing I do is challenge jurisdiction. And when I challenge jurisdiction, come on, man, like why you gotta open like this so slow? This computer is really irking me. I think I need to get it wiped or something. It's processing, it's doing all this other stuff. Like, do I have too much stuff on this computer? That's what I'm starting to wonder. Okay. This is a sample. This is a sample of a jurisdictions challenge. Hold on, I'm gonna get in all that. This is a sample of a jurisdictional challenge. Just showing y'all a sample. So it simply it's a jurisdictional challenge with affidavit, the Stray James Payne, which is a made up name, by limited appearance to this matter in this court of record with clean hands, without prejudice, and with all rights reserved, including UCC 1-308. Remember that, very important. In dealing with this court and proper sui juris, not pro se, have not seen any evidence that proves they have a liability for all capital lettered names above ab initio. Challenge the persona standing in judico and subject matter jurisdiction. And then it gives a case law. Supreme Court case of 1795. Then you got Penhello versus Doan's Administrators. Goes back to what I say. A corporation cannot sue a human being. A corporation cannot take a human being to court. A person can take a corporation to court, but a corporation can't take a person to court. In order for a corporation to take a person to court, they have to have a first-hand witness, which means they have to have a person that knows the corporation and that knows the person that they're trying to sue. So this is why a lot, Zena, don't pay tax. Hold on. Don't pay tax, tickets or taxes. Dana J, we going to have to pay our jet. No. Honestly, paying taxes is a right, meaning that you don't have to. It's something that you willfully do. And the reason why people go to jail for tax evasion, because they do dumb stuff like file for tax returns. How can you get something from nothing? Trust me, they looking at what's going on. And what I do is whenever I work a job, it's paperwork that I got to hand in. That paperwork that they give you, I don't fill that out because I'm not a corporate fiction. I have paperwork to give like a W-8 bin. Like a C-section 46705 letter. I fill all that out. One goes to the Social Security office, one goes to the White House, one goes to the corporation that I'm working for. So no taxes come out at all. My thing is, I'm not putting nothing in, so why would I go file for a tax return? Tax is voluntary. But see, that's the problem that we have because they teach y'all this way all the way from school, right? And they say, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that. What's the I just showed you the real meaning of an all caps name versus a proper induced name. Look at your driver's license. It's all caps. Now, when you go down there, Constantine, hold on. Constantine, I really gotta talk to you about it, but you going too fast. Are you going too fast? I'm not going to skip no steps. My W4 conversation will be Wednesday morning because that's going to be in the third installment. Because I'm not going to go exceeding times. I'm just going to do 30 minutes each day. So pretty much it's like a fiat system. And people be like, well, we got money, we got this, we got that. First of all, I'm going to say this. If you took any oath, you gave away your God-given rights. You gave away, I don't want to say this word because people get it mixed up. You gave away your sovereign rights. There's no such thing of a sovereign citizen. That's why people go to jail for saying that. That's why people, but that say they're a sovereign citizen, they're looked at as a terrorist, and nobody understand why. So let me break it down. When you're sovereign, but that means that God gave you your God-given rights. That's sovereign, meaning that you came from the earth, you came from everything. Citizen means that you're a corporate fiction. You can't be both, and you can't be private and public. That's what makes you a terrorist, and that's why they label you that in court. Hello, Carla. How you doing? You just called the Dana J Show. You're alive. How can I help you?
Hey, Dana J, this is Sean Austin, man. I'm a big fan of you, man. You've been there since day one, A1, man.
Thank you, brother.
Man, you know what? It just hurt me at the beginning of this year. You, brother, you and Levi, been there speaking for R.Kelly since day one. You guys built this. You started this. And it just hurts my heart that some people just turned and trying to destroy you, man. But, man, I just want to say, man, much love, man. You are a very good person, man. That's all I just wanted to say, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you and continue to support and the show. And definitely, I'm gonna continue to love y'all and I'm gonna rock with y'all no matter what.
Much brother and peace, my brother.
All right, same to you, brother. So pretty much, it's like if you took any oath, you gave away your rights and you became an alien, which means that once you gave an oath and you went over into your 14th Amendment, let's just say if I wanted to sue a military person, right? I could not go and sue them in their corporate fiction, meaning that I cannot sue them in their all caps name. As soon as I present that paperwork in their all caps name, nothing will happen because they will automatically go to their 11th Amendment immunity. They're not teaching y'all that. So what we do is if we have a problem with somebody who's took an oath, like a military person, a judge, or this or that, state's attorney, somebody like that, we will sue them in their public, which is the all caps, and in their private, which is their real name. We will sue them in their capacities. We already know the public gonna get thrown out, but the private is no immunity. So therefore, there's no escaping. If y'all follow me, I'm looking at these questions. So when you get sworn into a government job, you give up your sovereignty. Yes, you do. Yep. And the only way to get your immunity, your sovereignty immunity back, is you got to denounce your swear. You got to denounce your swear. 23:33. Okay, 7 minutes. All right. And I'm going to show you what you have to do. I know I might have said the name wrong, but what you have to do is you have to revoke your fiduciary relationships. Because if you notice, once you swear in, but they tell you put your hand on the Bible and all this and this and this and this and this and this and this. But then when you want to get out, you got to go through all this. And you got to do your letter 56, which if you're in the military, you definitely should know about this because have it X'd out in your military packet. So you skip over it. See? Request for withdrawal of application, IRS Form 56, and Social Security Administration Form 521. Now, I'm going to get into IRS Form 56. The gentleman had a serious confrontation with the IRS and did considerable research into the tax laws and came up with a very interesting hypothesis that might just break the IRS back. Please keep in mind that our opinions on the legal system are only those of laymen. As such, our opinions will hopefully be considered and even criticized, but not automatically believed. The hypothesis was largely precipitated by the discovery of IRS Form 56, Notice Concerning Fiduciary Relationships. A close reading of this form, its instructions and background laws, suggests that our obligation to pay income tax may be based on fiduciary relationships, which virtually no one recognizes or understands. However, we suspect that IRS Form 56 may be surprisingly powerful because the instructions on that form include completing this part will relieve you or any, completing this part will relieve you of any further duty or liability as a fiduciary. So, what I tell everybody is steps to this. Do not skip a step. I'm going to say it again. It's steps to this. Do not skip a step. Now, if the IRS got this, now watch this. I'm about to show you this part of the form. Why would they put this up here as instructions? And I'm going to start here. This is a very long report, and there are two more behind it. That's trouble. Our hypothesis hangs on six relatively simple premises. Every natural or proper name, like John Doe. Number two, government has created an artificial entity, an evil twin or straw man for virtually every flesh and blood person. This article entity is identified by the all uppercase name natural persons, John. They have every right to impose income taxes on their creations, John. Y'all see that? I'm gonna read it again. While government is prohibited by the Constitution from imposing, while government is prohibited by the Constitution from imposing, while government is prohibited by the Constitution from imposing income taxes on natural persons, John, you see it. They have every right to impose income taxes on their creations. Capital letters, John. The foundation of our obligation to pay income tax is a fiduciary relationship between natural persons, John, and artificial entities, John. That is government has managed to trick the natural person, capital letter, lowercase, everything else, John, into assuming the role of fiduciary, representing and acting for the artificial entity, John. That's a lot. And the brother student, because I'm not a teacher, I'm just passing knowledge. The brother student, Dana J, have the paperwork. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing. I have it all. Everything you need. I have it all. So I have the right way to whatever you need. That's why people is so mad at Donald Trump right now, because he don't live in their created world. He don't pay taxes. Why? Because he live in the proper person. He live first letter D, lowercase everything else. And if you look at the last debate, they was like, oh, he got to pay taxes. Why? If he don't live in their creation, he live in the creation that God gave us. Audrey said, I'm retired from the PO. We didn't swear on the Bible. Okay, Audrey, well, you good then. If you didn't swear in at all, you're good. Now I'm going to take the last 3 minutes to focus on this. What I've been working on, and I'm going to say this is the end of the breakdown. But I'm going to tap into something else. When it comes to Robert, now I want to talk about Hello?
Dana J.
Yes, who's calling?
Respond. This is Britt Diaz. I was about to say respond to my text.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, I sent you a message on Facebook. Are you just off of Facebook for a minute?
Let me go in there and look at it.
No, okay, so I sent you a message, and also the writer of this play sent you a message.
Under what page?
Shit. I think it's just Dana J. I think just Dana J.
Okay, let me go look at it, Britt, and I'm gonna call you right back.
Yeah, take a look at it and reach back out to my to the writer too. It's
okay.
an elder role. Shows March 21st, and it's paid.
Got you.
Hit me back.
I got you.
Bye.
It's good. Y'all see, God is good. But this right here, I've been working on something for Rob. I'm gonna send it over to the lawyers because he have been treated so unfairly. And the letter that my sis Keish T put out, I love it. I love it. And this right here that I'm about to show y'all is not the type of paperwork that you can just send out to everybody. This right here is attacking the judges, is attacking the prosecuting lawyers, is attacking the bar association for breaking people's constitutional rights. Now, this is called the writ of quo warranto. It makes them do and follow what they sworn in to do, which means when a judge swear in, they give them an oath of office, and they swear into that oath of office, and they have to abide by the oath of office. The judge cannot practice from the bench. The judge cannot side with the bar. The judge has to be fair and impartial down the middle, which we know that our good brother, Robert Sylvester Kelly, has not been fair at all. They have not been fair with him at all. So this is called the writ of quo warranto. This writ moves mountains. I will be sending this over. I will be hoping that, they look over it and present it. But this writ boxes anybody that have their hands in a case, from official proceedings to clerk of office or clerk of the file to, it holds them accountable. So I'm just going to show y'all, because folks be like, Dana be gassing, he don't got nothing. I'm just show y'all a little bit of my ammo. I'll see it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to read a little bit of it. Okay. It says, Unified United States Common Law Grand Jury. Writ of quo warranto. Served via United States Postal Service to United States Supreme Court judges and all federal district judges. Filed via United States Postal Service and U.S. Supreme Court and all United States district courts. It says silence can only be equated with fraud where there is a legal or morally duty to speak, or where an inquiry left unanswered would be intentionally misleading. Bullet point official proceeding, 18 USC, which is 18 United States Constitution, 1512. Clerk is to file this paperwork under 18 United States Constitution, 2076. It's a felony for anybody to conceal this paperwork or to remove it off of filing of public record once it's filed, according to 18 United States Constitution, 2071. Bar-controlled federal and state-controlled judges, by their presumed authority, contrary to their oath and duty, fraudulently claim the Constitution for the United States and its capstone Bill of Rights, abolished by treacherous bar-controlled legislators, acts of conspiracy, treason, and war against the United States. We, the people, decree by quo warranto all said unconstitutional legislation null and void, and declare all such subversaries enemies of the peoples of the United States of America, and order all United States marshals, bailiffs, county sheriffs, and deputies to arrest all such federal and state judges for conspiracy, treason, and breach of the peace when witnessing the violation of people's unalienable rights from the bench, and violation of Article 3, Section 3, for levying war against the people, adhering to the enemy, giving aid and comfort. 18 U.S. Code, U.S. Constitutional Code 2385. Whoever organizes or helps or attempts to organize any society, group, or assembly of persons who teach, advocate, or encourage the overthrow or destruction of any such government by force or violence, or becomes or is a member of or affiliates with any such society, group, or assembly persons, or assembly of persons, aka the bar program, which is all the lawyers, knowing the purposes thereof, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 20 years or both. So anybody in the bar that practices destroying people and destroying their constitutional rights, that's what this is talking about. That's what this is talking about. So I just wanted to give it to y'all real quick. Real quick. It should be real quick. And yes, let me read this. Novella said, any letter sent in should go registered mail so they cannot say they did not receive it. Exactly. But I'm gonna show you this too. Because I am who I am, I tell everybody, invest in some of these. Whenever you send in real mail, put one of them on it. It'll be the best $11.38 you're going to spend. Now I know people be like, "Yo, I'm used to just putting it in the envelope." Yeah. The question is, as Tupac would say, how do you want it? Kim Fox did this exactly. Why you think I said it's time to lock up the thieves? First of all, Kim Fox have an oath of office. Have anybody thought about going to go pay $6 to get the oath of office of her? Let's think about it. When we start shifting the narrative and talking about oath of office and justice and stuff like that, oh, people gonna start listening. People gonna start listening. So we can walk down the street and say, R. Kelly is innocent all day. We can walk down the street and say, our brothers could be next all day. But if we don't got that heat behind us, what they gonna say? Oh, they just some old black people just doing what they doing. First of all, we as people gotta stop acknowledging that we're black. There's no such ethnic group called black. We have taken that and we have adjusted to that. No, we are melanated people. Another misunderstanding that your boy Bill Clinton put in play is African American. And then we as Americans wonder why Africans get mad when they hear us say, oh, I'm African American. How are you African American? All of us are not from Africa. All of our descendants are not from Africa. So why would you put yourself in that bind? Things that make you go, Why would you do that? You're putting yourself in a bind. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you why African American is on the application and to be hired. They want to know which group of people they want to hire. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Next time you go apply for a job and they ask you what is your ethnic group, and they're gonna say African American, white, Alaskan, Native Indian, and other. Check other. Watch how quick they call you back in. And then go to the same job, fill out the same application, but I put a different name, same number, and check African American. Watch you barely get a call back. It's a whole breakdown. Then think about this. Why now, when they call you in, once you get the job and you put African American, all that on there, the first thing they put on your little thing is you got to sign this little affidavit. So what is the affidavit for? And then when you look at it, it says, have you been on welfare? It's all to control the narrative. They want to know, okay, she been on welfare and she get food stamps, cool. So if they break the food stamp thing and they don't, want to give her food stamps, is she gonna come work? Is she gonna come work for massa or no? That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Audrey, that's a good that's a good trick. But I'm gonna tell you, start putting other. Watch the responses you get. So we got work to do, people. And when I said last night, I'm serious about doing this work, y'all see the first blow that I'm bringing. And the first blow that I'm bringing is nothing but heat. It's called the writ of quo warranto. You can use this for people in jail, mainly for people that's behind bars. But it covers all from unconstitutional rights being snatched and violated all the way down to child support, all the way down to traffic tickets. If you in jail and falsely, or if you in jail falsely, this writ of quo warranto can be your best friend. Only problem is it have to be filled out right. And what I showed folks, because people be stealing people information, what I showed folks was just the first page. Now, if somebody try to present just that first page, you in trouble, because then you will be filed with treason because you don't have nothing to back it up. Actually, this is a 30-page document. And it's breaking down every part of the fiducial relationship that has been broken under the Constitution of the United States. No, Jesse Jackson did not start the African American crap. No, I ain't gonna give you that. Bill Clinton started it as a joke. And let's keep it 100. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter. How many of y'all support Black Lives Matter? And I'll tell you why I don't support Black Lives Matter. The reason why I don't support Black Lives Matter is for one reason. George Soros. And people be like, who the hell is that? See, folks talk about they ready for a war, but they don't know who the real enemy is. And the real enemy is not your brother down the street. Your real enemy is not that's beefing with you. And your real enemy is people that holds the key. George Soros, the second most powerful man in the world. Why is that? Because he do stuff like fund wars to create revenue for countries. He also was the man that painted his face in blackface because he's a white man. He painted his face in blackface and walked down the street bopping like he was Sambo. And people was laughing. One person asked him, a 13-year-old kid asked him, what is that called? He said, Black Lives Matter. The white kid looked, kept walking. Then he came back and gave a story. He said, the reason why I named it Black Lives Matter, because black people are so gullible for anything. Instead of them doing research, they would jump on the very hot thing. So what happens? Out the blue, Black Lives Matter got hot. And everybody jumping on Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And he's sitting back laughing because now they got factions creating revenue. But guess where it all go to? George Soros. Guess where your taxes go to? Oh, it go to the government. Who runs the government? The Rothschilds. Who's friends with the Rothschilds? George Soros. Think about it. Somebody have to fund these wars. So when he funds to start the wars, who gets a percentage, a big percentage of the return? Think about it. I'm gonna break it down to you. All of y'all that know, Donald Trump pulled everybody out of Syria, right? The United States leaders went crazy. I don't know why he would do that. And he issued a statement. We have no business over there. And when he said that, you see how that story dissolved? Come on. Power 123 Trust, brother, in the building. Love you, brother, man. I got your number. I'm going to call you today. So when Jesse was running for president, he started using the term African American. That's after, honestly, let's keep it 100. That's after Bill Clinton used it, and Bill Clinton got it from his wife, Hillary Clinton. All of that is part of their scheme. It's an elaborate scheme. I'm going to ask you this question, brother. What's the new thing about Walmart? Let's see how Dirk Senior. I don't want to butcher your last name, Dirk McElvin Senior. What's the new thing about Walmart? Let's see if you really know. What is Walmart going out for in about 2 to 4 years? Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. If you haven't did the research, you're gonna be thrown off by when I give you the answer. But go on Walmart. I'm gonna tell y'all what to do. Go on Walmart.com, right? And look up, do Walmart sell caskets? And watch what you see. Audrey, you know. You know. And ask yourself this question, Derek. Why is the back of all Walmarts, like outside, if you go like around the building, why is the back so deep and so wide and it look like a on-ground cemetery? Derek, listen to me, brother. That's one of the reasons why the Clintons got disbarred. So trust me, it was before Clinton got in office as a president, but it wasn't before Clinton. It wasn't before Clinton became a lawyer. Trust me, brother. $15 raised cause I worked there. Constantine, and you work where, brother? $15 raised because I worked there. I'm telling you. And it's sad because the ladies in here are on it. I need us fellas to catch these ladies, man. It's scary because soon they going to be fighting for us and we going to be like, why are we even fighting? And we're going to be so lost. And we don't want to have it the way Winnie and Nelson went about it, man. We don't want to go that way. Right. Oh, Constantine, you work at Walmart. Okay. Yo, so you know that Walmart sell caskets, right? Derek, get with me, man. Trust me. Knowledge is about sharing, brother. Why is it knowledge if I'm keeping it bottled up? No, I want to share. I want people to know exactly what's going on. And I want y'all to understand why people like me and people like Blockbender denounces the Democratic Party. Walmart is the new Amazon. Hey, Dirk, it's a lot deeper and darker than that, though. Oh, Constance said, yeah, I know. Okay, cool. So my goal is to give people a wake-up call, just like somebody gave me a wake-up call. Because I'm going to be honest, when I first started on this road, man, I wanted to fight everybody, bro. If you was lighter than me, I ain't care if you was light-skinned. I looked at you as being an enemy, man. But then I had to educate myself. There it is. One brother came in and said, Walmart sell caskets and they are part of FEMA. Everybody else was all women going in. I work here in Atlanta for waste management. Okay. I see the Walmart back. All right. Exactly, Dirk. Hey, Dirk, if you're in Atlanta, get up with me, man. Because I'm in Atlanta too. Get up with me. Shamika said Walmart also owns a lot of private prisons too. Wow. Now watch this. I didn't know that. So you know what I'm going to do? Because Shamika, one of the females. Nah, I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to do my research. I'd be damned. If I have the women schooling me, why can't we sharpen each other? And that's what this is about. That's what my page is about. That's what my show is about. Iron sharpening iron. So trust me, I'm gonna get this writ over to the lawyers. It might scare them a little bit, but I'm gonna give it over to the lawyers. I'm gonna let the lawyers do what they do. Dana J gonna step back and mind his business and continue to fight for Rob. But all right, Dark, cool. djackson0807@gmail.com. That's djackson0807@gmail.com. So Mama Mary in the building. Yo, can I get some hearts for Mama Mary Pitts? She's the mother of the Dana J Show. Dana, look at the 13th documentary on Netflix. It will school you all. The 13th. Okay, cool. So it's called the 13th documentary? Or is it called 13? Then I'm gonna school y'all on something else real quick. The movie that came out, and I'm not releasing this because I'm bitter, because I'm still bitter about this. But I'm glad that I wasn't a part of it now that I know the real truth of it. What was the name of the movie of the 5 dudes that got illegally prosecuted up in New York? What is the name of that movie? I'm gonna show y'all just how corrupt stuff is. Okay, Shamika, I'm gonna look at it, sis. Well, anyway, that movie, right? It was shot by Ava DuVernay. Oh, When They See Us. Okay, that was shot by Ava DuVernay, right? Everybody looked at it like Ava DuVernay is a sister of color. She's melanated. Let's go support it. It's about the brothers that got falsely accused by the white people and this and this and this and this, right? Central Park 5. Okay. Ask yourself a question. Where did the proceeds go from that movie? Now, mind you, Ava DuVernay is a sister of color. Ava DuVernay supposed to be one of us, right? No, I don't see Pico Beans, and I didn't get to go into my other stuff last night, so I'm gonna do it today. I don't see Pico Benz. Trust me, I gotta go in there and see what's going on. But do y'all know that Ava DuVernay is one of the head administrators for the LGBTQ community? This is why they are so strong and so united. This is why they have voices, because they have people who, just like us, that believe in their cause. And I know they have bickerings and stuff over there, but one thing they don't have is crabs in a barrel over there. They all work together. Here's my question. When you see Ava DuVernay and Lena Wife supporting each other, right? You don't hear no bickering. You don't hear no backbiting. You don't hear no drama. You don't hear no gossip. But for the first time in 20 years, when Spike Lee supported Tyler Perry, everybody went crazy and tried to create beefs. Look at it. The LGBT community, they support each other. We want to fight each other. See the difference? And I ain't even going to talk about the pale folks. But like I say, I just had to show y'all a little bit of what I've been working on. Since folks be like, so what are you doing to help Robert? I've been doing a lot. Tomorrow, we're going to get into part 2 of the breakdown of knowing your standard. I'm going to show some more paperwork. Every day I'm going to show paperwork. I'm going to show y'all now. I'm going to put this in here. My freedom folder. It's right here. My freedom folder is this thick. And right now, today is my anniversary. 12/2. Today is my anniversary, my 2-year anniversary of walking this freedom path. So I haven't been on it long. But I don't mind sharing because somebody looked at me enough to know that I can hold knowledge and they shared it with me. Now, in my walk, everybody's not going to accept it. Everybody's not going to like it. Folks going to think you crazy. Folks going to talk about you just like they do now. They're going to say everything up under the sun. But the good part about it is when you know who you are and when you know your standing and when you know whom you belong to and whom you were created from and whom you're going to see one day and whom you hold loyalty to, nothing bothers you. So I said that to say, I thank y'all for joining. My time is up. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the breakdown, Knowing Your Standing Part 2. Later on today at 7 p.m., I'm bringing some receipts since people want to go to the feds and people want to go press charges. I think Dana J need to go press some charges. I'm going to bring receipts of a certain family that does what they claim everybody else do. They throw rocks and hide their hand. All right? You don't want to miss tonight's show, 7 p.m. Thank y'all. See y'all later. See y'all soon. God bless.